What up, folk? Another episode of a Cretin in the bathroom, adjacent to the kitchen. Time to take the fuzz off the coconut, and then you put the lime in the coconut. You stir it all up. I've already got 2 or 3 metaphorical limes in the coconut. It's already stirred up. Tonight's rant is about lazy bitches in the workplace. And before I even oil these fuckers up and go to town, I want to set the parameters of what a bitch is in accordance to this video. It's not a woman. So ladies, don't get your tits in a twist. Your titties in a twist? Don't twist your titties. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get a fucking bee in your bonnet. And for you misogynistic asshole, fucking PBR swilling, 4-wheel driving truck nuts, fucking get her done, manly men. I'm not talking about women as bitches because many of you are bitches. You can tell by the truck nuts. But bitches in this case are men, women who identify as women, men who identify as men, men who identify as women, women who identify as men, anyone who identifies as anything, furries, people who fuck toasters, people who use a vacuum on their penis or stimulate the clitoris with a dust buster, gay, whatever the fuck over here, the entire spectrum, everything in between, whatever today's cool buzzword is, arachnophilia. I like to get jerked off by a spider, just like 8 tiny little hands on my penis. Whatever you identify as. In this case, a bitch is a person, a human being, no matter what, who is a worthless, fucking gutless, fucking drag on society, do nothing, worth nothing, fucking piece of shit asshole that you and I both have to goddamn share living space on this planet with. You work with them. I work with them. I work with a lot of them. Bitches. So that's from here forward and henceforth in this video, bitches are just basically a worthless piece of shit that you have to deal with in the workplace. That's why it's called lazy bitches in the workplace. Not derogatory towards ladies. Please do not take it that way. Rewind this back 17 times. Listen to the definition. It's not just about women, because a lot, what is it? Was it Bushwick Bill that said, he said the N-word, but he said a lot of you are bitches too. Or even Ice Cube, a bitch is a bitch. And he said, yeah. Now I'm going to oil these clippers up and get to why you came here to watch me do this. But I'm going to give you a backstory while I do that of why tonight's topic is lazy bitches in the workplace, because today, in Wichita, Kansas, there was freezing drizzle on the ground and the windshields and shit this morning, and the roads were treated, so roads weren't bad. But when I got to work, the sidewalk isn't treated. Hold on. If you want to know, oiling up the clippers. Got the old WD-40 out. If you're going to shave a machine, you want machine oil. I don't even know that's true. I just like to keep them oiled so they don't fucking grab on and I rip half my scalp off. Like the fucking Ugly Barbie. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen enough of the fucking reactions in the background noise to say I've seen the movie. God damn, that's my ankle cracking if you heard that. But today, when I got to work, driveway was fine. The ride there was fine. All the roads were treated. I walk in, 3 or 4 people who work there. Yearly, I don't know how the fuck, this wasn't in my goddamn interview when I started there 20 plus years ago. Me and the owner didn't sit down and say, the owner didn't say, hey, when it gets slick outside, can I count on you to fucking salt the sidewalk so everybody can walk in safely. No, it was, here's a job offering. What are your qualifications? Oh, you're qualified. Here's your job. But over the years, the owner and his wife, this is a family business, very good family. They take great care of their employees, and I'll get to that later on too. But he would come out, or his wife would come out, and they would respectfully, since I am shipping and receiving, and it's more of a physical manual labor job, they would come out and say, hey, it's kind of slick outside. If you got time, not I need you to, or fucking, move, boy. Would say, hey, if you could, I'd appreciate it. That goes a long fucking way. I'd appreciate it if you go out, throw some salt down on the sidewalk so we don't have a lot of people breaking their shit. Not a problem. Respect the fuck out of that. Respect that through the fucking ceiling. You came at me like a man or like a lady, not a bitch. You came at me like a man or a lady. You said, hey, could you do this for us? All day, all night, not a problem. Out there, fucking feels like fucking 10 below. Don't give a shit. Put my stocking cap on, gloves, spraying the fucking salt. Woohoo! But here's where the bitches part comes in. I came in, 3 or 4 people came up. Could you salt the sidewalk because it's getting very slick outside? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You're not my boss. You can go. You're not my boss. You haven't been here as long as me. There's the bag over there with the cup. You can take that shit out there and salt it. You don't sign my fucking check. I don't give 2 fucks if one of you 2, 3, 4 of you motherfuckers do the Walt Disney Goofy. Woo! Break your goddamn skull open. I couldn't care less. I walked in here just fine. It's fucking ice. It happens every time this year in Kansas. Wear some fucking boots. Quit wearing fucking slick-soled shoes in the fucking ice. Watch the weather. Fuck you. You go salt that shit. It's not my fucking job. We got an actual lawn crew. It's supposed to be there at like 6 in the morning to spread salt and push snow and shit. They were late today. I might get to that later. But they were late today. They didn't do it. So like 3 or 4 of these underlings, my peers, not anyone who signs my check or makes a difference in my fucking life. Oh, we'd like if you go out and salt the sidewalk. Now, fuck you. Go do it yourself. Lazy bitch. Well, then this other guy who's a manager not in my, no fucking, anywhere near my fucking department, has no fucking say in my day. This fucking piece of fucking cocksnot comes in from the outside. I guess he almost bust his ass because he looks like fucking a grown-up Bobby Hill. He looks like a Bobby Hill grew up, same fucking, exactly the same. He's got a little fucking scruff, but it's fucking Bobby Hill. Still wears the same fucking short pants in the summertime. Just a worthless and total piece of shit. I don't know why he's still there. He must have some kind of dirt on the fucking owners. I don't know. Hold on. I'm getting a little heated again, and the heater just kicked on. You might have heard it. So it's also hot while I'm getting hot. He comes in, and the first words out of his... I'm in a common area where the actual production manager who runs the show and one of his underlings who does all the work in the department, so this guy can sit on his ass and be the Queen of England and not actually do anything. He's a figurehead. Well, he walks in, and the first words out of his fucking, his cock holster, his fucking cum dumpster, because I would just love to fucking bust one in that goddamn cum dumpster, his fucking ball juggler, his mouth, if you're not following. And it's not a gay thing. If I bust a nut in his mouth, it's prison rules. I'm the aggressor. It's not gay. It's a power play. Nothing against gay folks who enjoy nuts busted in their mouth. That's as long as it's in a loving and consensual way. You go and you do that. Just behind closed doors. And that's also for you heteros. I hate to see you do PDAs and fucking anywhere I go to. Just anyone who wants to do that kind of shit, you know, some decorum. Close the door, close the curtains. But this fucker, first thing out of his mouth was, Jeremy! That's my name in real life. My government name. Jeremy! Salt the sidewalks, they're slick. To which, without pause, I looked at him and said, I'll get right on that, massa. And at that point, he just, he's already a stuttery fuck as it is. But I meant, could you salt the, no, motherfucker, you didn't come at me like, could you? If you'd have come in and said, hey, it's getting slick out there, could you salt the sidewalks? I'd have been like, you know what, all right. No one at that point came to me man to man or woman to man and said, hey, if you got time, can you go out and throw some salt on the sidewalks that are getting slick? No, they all pussyfooted around. It would be nice if someone salted the sidewalks. Maybe this motherfucker came in and demanded it. And I fuck that. Yes, I'll get right on that, massa. He didn't say shit to me I didn't see his face the rest of the day. But the manager didn't say shit. The other guy didn't say shit. And this is why, when I'm out there, I went out there to do it. I did it. The actual owners came in and said, hey, thank you for doing that. Appreciate it. I'm sure they heard what I said through the grapevine. And they were like, thank you. I respect them for that. All that to get to here. Why the rant is called Lazy Bitches in the Workplace. And now I'm going to start with the Clippers. I'm not sorry for that. Fuck it. If you didn't want to hear it, fast forward through it. You don't want to be here, fuck off. I don't care. This is for me. I'm going to start the Clippers now. We're going to get into why I hate lazy bitches in the workplace. I got my beer, got my Clippers, glasses off. We're oiled, we're ready. I'm used to it. Backward switch, which is bullshit. I got some new Barbasol. They didn't have my red stripe original, but I'm going to try Soothing Aloe. It's Barbasol. They've been around since Jesus. They can't be bad. Here we go. Ah! No, I'm kidding. It's oil. I know you don't have young kids watching who go to the barber, so I hope you don't have young kids watching who go to the barber. And I just scared the fucking bejesus out of them and terrified them of haircuts. Hold on, I'm going back into the shit. I was just seeing if I could do a George Costanza, or what I call the wreath, when the bald guys who keep this. You've seen Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, when they're in Cloud City with Lando Calrissian, and then you got the white dude with the thing that wraps around his head. That's what bald guys who cling on to that fucking little wreath around their fucking head look like to me. I don't think I'm gonna pull it off, so I'm gonna go into. I won't pull it off, so I'm gonna go into the story. Now I got the Toxic Avenger going. All right, lazy bitches in the workplace. Just 1 second. I'm actually trying to get some work done here before. I'll give you a back shot. I can't see the back, and I'm trying not to attach 27 pounds of fur to my foot. Now, lazy bitches in the workplace. And a lot of you might not be able to identify with this, because if you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't know any lazy bitches in the workplace. Me and my friends don't know any lazy bitches in the workplace. Do you know why you don't know any lazy bitches in the workplace? Because you and your friends are the lazy bitches in the workplace. That's why you don't recognize a lazy bitch when you see one. You're the ones creating more work for everybody else. You're the fucking drags on the workplace and the dregs of society. You're the assholes who show up in the morning and before you do anything, you're already planning fucking lunch. I'm not trying to cut my hair off. Hold on a second. Yes, you're the motherfuckers who come in and for the first 15 to 20 minutes, well, let's get our lunch orders together. Well, should we leave and go somewhere? Should we have it catered in? I am working at the same time, folks. No, that's a first giveaway of lazy bitch. If you don't know who the lazy bitches are, you're one of them. And if your priority in the morning is, before you even turn your computer on or whatever the fuck it is you do, fire up the forklift or grab your hammer and drill or I don't know oil rigs and trucking, but if your top priority in the morning is, what are we going to do for lunch? You're going to be in the lazy bitch section. That's what lazy bitches are concerned with. Or in the case where I work, Wi-Fi's down. I can't stream my fucking podcast. I can't, well, they won't say it out loud, but these motherfuckers, I can't watch a whole movie or 3 in the course of 8 hours. I can't FaceTime all my outside friends and tell them how overworked I am here. You're a lazy bitch. You're not overworked. You got time to do all that shit. You ain't doing anything. You're a piece of fuck. Assholes like me who got actual shit to do have to stop what they're doing and go out and fucking salt a fucking sidewalk that's as slick as your bathroom floor if you step off the fucking floor mat. Neither here nor there. Let me get back to it. I work for a family-owned business. I may have mentioned that earlier. I'm getting to why these lazy bitches piss me off. Because I've had lazy bitches from my first job in my teens, my military experience, to this job I have now of 20, going on 21 years in February. And these are by far the laziest of the lazy bitches I've ever fucking dealt with in my life. I mean, you would think in the military there wouldn't be any lazy bitches, but you'd be wrong. You would be wrong. There are physically fit lazy bitches, but when they're not fucking being pushed to their physical limits, they are the laziest motherfuckers in the world. Neither here nor there. Back to the story I'm telling you now. I work for a family-owned company, and it's a nice company. I've been there 20 plus years, like I've said. At the moment, I think we have like 29 or 30 employees. It's not super huge. It's not fucking, you know, Boeing or Cessna or fucking Apple or Google or any of that shit. Everyone in the building knows everyone. And everyone in the building knows everyone's fucking business all the time, all day, all night. Oh, excuse me. So as such, everyone knowing everyone's shit, they all know who's the laziest fuckers there and who aren't. And let me tell you, it's even more goddamn fucking pathetic when there's a hierarchy of lazy bitches. I run shipping. And by that, I don't mean I'm a fucking lead or a fucking section head or I have a title, but I run the shipping. I run and I am the shipping department. I am the only one in my area 8 hours a day when we're not on overtime, 8 hours plus when we are on overtime, that does what I do. And when I'm gone, when I take a day off or I take a short vacation or I'm sick, which is rare, it takes 3 motherfuckers. And that's not a brag, that's an honest to God fucking truth. It takes 3 motherfuckers to replace me because I'm not a lazy bitch. These motherfuckers are, no, it's not fair. One of the motherfuckers works his ass off. He just gets pulled into my position, but the other 2 are lazy fucks. Lazy fucking bitches. I gotta check this out. And I feel bad for the one guy who has his own shit to do and he's fucking just as busy as I am. He's not a lazy bitch, but he's put upon as much. If I were calling sick tomorrow in case the fucking ground is slick and I don't want to do their bullshit salt the sidewalk again, he'd be the guy they come to next and say, hey, salt the sidewalk. And I don't want to fuck him. He's a good guy. I'm not a buddy fucker. But the other 2 would various physical ailments and mildly retarded. But yes, where I work, it's a nice family-owned company. And somehow, after the whole debacle this morning, I was talking to the HR, which you shouldn't be able to talk to an HR and joke and kid about shit like this. HRs are supposed to be like, lawyer-client privilege. You don't just discuss the entire fucking workforce. But it's not like that here. I made it clear that if tomorrow the sidewalk's even slightly slick, I'm going home or I'm calling in sick, and one of those fucks can get off their fat ass and go out there and do it. I've derailed. But no, this is a nice family place. And I was talking to the HR today, and I realized as I was talking to her that me and maybe 3 or 4 other people, mostly the sales guys, because they have to be there to make sales, to keep the doors open. Hold on a second. I do have mild notes over here. Me and these other 3 or 4 guys, and these are actual guys, I'm saying guys, these are married men with children, so they identify as at least men who had squired children. Maybe now they identify as something else, but me and maybe 4 other guys are the only ones from, they're all beyond 10 years, some 15, some 20 like me. 5 of us are the only ones who have actually worked 40-hour weeks the entire time, and that includes vacation and sick time. We've had the vacation and sick time to cover. We've not once in 10, 15, 20 years gone without pay because we are there day in, day out doing our fucking jobs because we're not lazy bitches. So we have the time. We can do that. While most of these motherfuckers, I'm letting this cool down for a second. I'm going to put the thing on. Most of these motherfuckers, and this is a family business, and they're great. They have super fucking, not clemency, but understanding. And I understand this also. If you got small kids and you don't have anyone to help you, you come in a few minutes late, you got to get to school, child care, whatever, and you come in a few minutes late, great, all day, fine and dandy, I'm with that. But if you're married, and especially if your spouse doesn't have to work and you have to take the kid to the fucking bus stop or whatever and you can't be there on time, bullshit. If you have absolutely no kids, no wife, and you can't be there on time, double super bullshit. But the majority of these motherfuckers can't even make it. We start at 8 in the morning. You can't be there at 8. No reason. And especially when these motherfuckers start texting me at 6 a.m. that they're awake and they're alive and they can't make it there by fucking 8. They stroll in at fucking 8:15, 8:30. And then before they even start working, take a fucking 20-minute right out in the open. I'm eating breakfast. I don't give a fuck. And they're still there. All I'm saying is the place I work at is so goddamn, the owners are so nice and lenient that they have inspired a lazy bitch attitude, a lazy bitch atmosphere. These motherfuckers just don't give a fuck. And they don't get penalized. Hold on, let me check this. Oh, God damn it. Let's see the back. Okay, there's some spots right there. Right there. Okay, in the front here. I'm getting back into this. I'll have to let them cool down too. Yeah, they foster a fucking atmosphere of it's okay if you're a fuck up. As long as you come in here and put in the minimum effort. You know how much fucking, do you know what it takes to get fired from where I work? I don't. I've been there 20 plus years and I've fucked up in every way, shape, and form you can fuck up, and I'm still there. And I get raises. You have to be the biggest piece of shit in the world before they say goodbye. It's amazing. And these fucks, again, 10, 15, 20-year vets, just abuse it. Just show up when the fuck they want, and then sit there for half an hour and eat. And then try to, there's a few. I'm the hardest working fucker here. I'm like, oh, that's odd. I didn't see you here half an hour early and staying half an hour late, and you're not dirty, you're not sweating, you're not fucking, your asshole doesn't smell like a swamp because you're so goddamn sweaty from doing your job. But hey, it's cool. You're right. Lazy bitches. Lazy bitches always love to tell you how fucking bad they have it. I know it. I know where you're going with that. I got the fucking receipts and the proof to prove it. I am not a lazy bitch. But I do fucking carry quite a few of them. That's why my shoulders are slumped, because I got so many fucking lazy shits. Again, not cocaine, or I wouldn't be plus size. Gonna get to this, let's finish this, let's get this shit going. And these also motherfuckers, they've come to a point, they've ran all their vacation and sick time out. And then they bitch they don't have any time. And then they look at me like I'm a prick when I take a day off because, oh, it must be nice to have all that vacation and sick time saved up. I'm like, yeah, actually, fucking it is. It is nice. Because I don't nickel and dime it out fucking coming in a half an hour early or half an hour late every fucking day. Or I'm hungry. I didn't bring any food because I'm a fucking retard that doesn't understand I'm going to be here for 8 hours. I'm going to go get some food and clock out for another half an hour. What's on you, you fucking retard? I'm not going to apologize anymore. I'm not getting monetized. Fuck it. They're retarded and they're retards. Luckily, I'll be dead before the fucking AI takes over, which it's going to, and erase mankind. And I fucking love science for that. And to the rest of my Gen X, the last of the actual hard-working, well, most of us, the majority of Gen X are hardworking. I'm glad to be dead with me before these fuck nuggets take over. I lost it. I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to go to a military story. You're probably either with me on this 100% or you hate me on this 100%, or I don't give a fuck. I'm venting. I'm shaving. We're going to a military story. Now, that goddamn heater, I got it sit on 65 and it's fucking still feels like goddamn hell in here. That's the military story. Sorry I was all over the fucking planet on that one, but I was pissed all day. Still mildly pissed now. I'm going to try to do something here that's going to maybe be a little more fun. If any of you are still here, any of you still care, This one's going to be a Camp Pendleton story. And it's going to involve masturbation. And the fact that you need to set parameters if you have roommates and you intend to masturbate in the common area. Smooth segue. These weren't lazy bitches though. These two guys in the military, while they weren't fucking super go-getters, they carried their own. And they were all right by me. Holy shit. I don't think I'll have to actually, I don't see any shoots that I'll have to fucking catch in the morning before I go to work. I might have actually got the shit right for once. Usually there's like little fucking broccoli sprigs that I can see on the rewatch after I go back and see what the fuck I said because I don't remember. After this, I'm going to have another one, and then I'm going to fucking either make chili cheese fries, or I got some of those, I think they're called Rob Evans or Bob Evans mini fucking ham steaks. Fry up like a couple of those, make sandwiches out of them with barbecue sauce and dill pickle slices, or just lay them down flat like a steak, barbecue sauce, pickle slices, and just yip it, yip it, yip it, yip it, yip it, yip it. That's the sound of a fork and a knife on a plate. And if you're in Toe Jam and Earl, that's an old video game, you won't know that one. Anyway, before I hit the sides here, back to, let me get this, I'll get the fucking upper lip while I'm telling the little silly story about masturbating in the common space in Camp Pendleton. Holy shit, I look like fucking Captain Spaulding. If you don't know who Captain Spaulding is, fuck you. Turn it off and go away now. Well, here. Captain Spaulding. One of the greatest fucking horror characters in the history of cinema, in my opinion. Sid Haig? Is it Sid Haig or Sid Haig? It's H-I-G, I believe. Sid Haig. Yeah, you don't want to cut your mouth open. All right. All right. Anyway, back to Camp Pendleton. At the time, when I was in Camp Pendleton, I was in a 3-man room. With a Mexican kid. I say kid, they was younger than me. When I say kid, I mean people younger than me by at least 5 years. There was a kid, Romero. I know last names only. I know their first names. Well, I know not Romero's first name, but I know the other guy's first name. There was Romero and Moralo, a Italian fella and a Mexican fella. I'll let you figure out who's who. Anyway, it was a weekend, and this is like a very rare weekend where Moralo had something to do. Romero went home to either San Diego or Los Angeles. It was Pendleton's kind of in the area of both. Well, Romero went home every weekend. That was a given. After work on Friday, he was gone. He would come home, pack up, gone. Wouldn't come back till late Sunday. Usually wake me and Moralo up because he was a fucking inconsiderate asshole. Moralo and I usually just hung out in the barracks, or Moralo would go next door and hang out there. And I would just kind of just hang out in the room. I had a nice stereo. We had TV. We had cable. Why the fuck leave? I didn't have a car, so why get yourself all worked up? You're not going anywhere. But this was a weekend. Let me get this started here. I got to get the shit out the side. This was a weekend here that Moralo and his crew he had a friend next door. I see Moralo was a tall, slightly taller than me. I come in at 6, well, 5'11" to 6'1", depending on who's measuring me. I just go 6. Anyway, Moralo and his friend next door, who had, rides, who had a ride that they would take. Someone they knew with a car that would get them from point A to point B. They like to take the occasional weekend and go down to like San Diego or Los Angeles. Maybe not for the whole day, maybe not spend the night, but they would, well, for a whole day, but maybe not spend the night. They would go somewhere else, and I know they'd be gone from like noon to well after midnight. And he was considerate. He'd come in quietly, and he was gone. Hold on. He was going to be gone. It was a Saturday. He was going to be gone. For the day at least, and well into the night. Now, this is around 3, 4 in the afternoon. Now, this is not first thing in the morning. This is not late at night. He's gone. The guy Romero left Friday night. Said he'd be back late Sunday. All right. All fine, good, and dandy. I'm good with all that. Which says to me, on the middle of midday Saturday, I got nothing better going on. I think I'll just rub one out real quick. And this is the DVDs are out, but we don't have a lot of DVDs. But we do have a fine collection of VHS porn. And we've got a nice VCR. So, hey, they're both gone. Woohoo! I'm going to have a little me time. I'm going to take care of the star player. I'm going to, as Cat Williams says, I'm going to take care of the star player. I'm going to fucking make a little gravy over here. Let me get this going. Like a bowl of Jell-O. Anyway. It's like a big turd. Anyway, Moralo is going to be gone for sure till at least midnight, maybe later. Excuse me. Romero is supposed to be gone until Sunday. Middle of the day, bored, feel a little randy. Again, an admirable collection of VHS porn, because this was kind of the infancy. DVDs cost a shit ton back then, and we didn't really have access to porn on base. But if you got right out to town, you could go to like a local video store. They'd have that like a beaded section or a door like adult only sign over the thing, and you would walk back in there, and there'd be all these like used porn tapes and shit, and you get like 3 for $10 or some shit. They'd be like $5 a piece or 3 for 10. We had a nice collection. Let me get to this. We had a nice collection. Morello gone, Romero gone. Middle of the day, bored. And if you know VHS porn, which you probably don't, well, many of you might because you're my age or slightly younger. VHS porn was usually cued to the moment where you bust a nut. Most folks didn't rewind it all the way back because they didn't want to miss any fucking of the plot points of the story because there was none. And especially in a compilation video of just 100 of the bukkakiest, fucking gooeyest nut shots. If watching some poor girl take several to the face was your thing, you would, stop. So if you do go back, you just have to like rewind like a minute and a half. There's no romance in it. It's a means to an end. It's a fucking solution to a problem. That's why, in a way, VHS porn is way better than internet porn because you stop at the point where you know what you like and you say, oh, here we go again. You didn't have to fast forward, oh shit, rewind. But I tell you that to tell you this. I'm in the middle of the room, the common area. The whole room was a common area. You had a bunk bed, you had a single bed, you had a sink with two, a sink with 2 sinks, you had a fucking shitter. Well, usually you want to rub one out and the guys were there. You go in the bathroom and quietly and discreetly do it yourself in the bathroom. On the rare occasion you got the fucking house to yourself. In my house, I mean room. You could just be out there on your bunk, on your fucking, grab a chair, just standing right in the middle, going to town. Well, in this particular incident, I was in the middle of the room, and I was in fact going to town. Now remember, Morello, San Diego, Los Angeles, where the hell he went. Romero, San Diego, Los Angeles, where the fuck he went. I'm supposed to be alone. Now, 3 men living in the same room, we, at the minimum, a 10 to 15 second on the door to let the guy inside know, hey, someone's here, someone's coming in. At the most respectful, you good? You put your shit away. Well, Romero came back with his girlfriend in the middle of a Saturday. He'd been gone since Friday. And without and definitely not a, you good? To Romero and especially to his girlfriend. One more quick check. Building suspense, folks. I'm a suspenseful fucking like Stephen King shit here. Except no one dies and no one throws up on a tilt-a-whirl. Holy fuck. Did I get it right the first time? For the first time ever? Well, we'll check that in the morning. No pre-warning. Romero, this is the middle of the day. And also this, if the curtains are drawn in the middle of a day, there's probably something going on in there. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Knock, knock, knock. None of that shit. Curtains drawn. Video going. I'm in full fucking stroke. Door flies open. And it's not Romero who comes in first. It's his girlfriend. I'm in full fucking stroke. She's coming in from the light into the dark. I'm looking for the dark in the light. I can see her instantly. Her eyes take a second to adjust, and she sees, and I'm not breaking stride. I'm fucking going to town. I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm like halfway there. Fuck you. I'm not breaking stride. She walks in before he does. Eyes adjust. She sees dick in hand, me going to town, porn on the TV. Ah! Bolts out, knocks him into the fucking door, bolts out. He's standing there looking at me, and I'm still going to town. He's like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, hey, knock. And he turns around and runs off. Door's still open. Like an asshole, didn't even fucking close the door. Door's still open. I'm still going to town, so I gotta go over. Still rocking it. Close the fucking door. Come back, finish, bye. Do the cleanup. You know, do the wipe off, do the flushing the tissue papers and all that shit. About 10 minutes later, you good? He comes back. His girlfriend did not come back with him. He comes back. He comes in. Dude, I just wanted to pick some shit up, man. What the fuck? And I'm like, hey, you didn't fucking give me any warning. You're supposed to be gone. Fuck you. Man, she's traumatized. He said, man, she's traumatized. I'm like, she's never seen a dick before, or your dick that small? Fuck you. And he took off the rest of the weekend. And yay for me, I ruined this girl who I don't even know her fucking name. And he's got a story to tell down the road, I guess, if he ever wants to fucking disclose the fact that he came in on a giant fucking corn-fed white boy beating his shit in the middle of the room, and his girlfriend at the time was traumatized, or possibly his wife now, I don't know, possibly the mother of his children. Maybe I was in their vows. I promised to never walk in on a giant white boy jerking off if you just promise to stay with me and put that horrible memory out of your mind. I don't know. Anyway, go into the kitchen. Actually, I'm going to jump in the shower, get all this shit off. If you stayed the entire time, you're a trooper. If you didn't, you're not going to see us anyway, so go fuck yourself. I know some of you enjoy this shit. Some of you enjoy me in the kitchen doing shit. A lot of you enjoy me dead on the bed. Whatever your fucking niche, I appreciate you coming by. And as always, with respect and with love, and a little nipple shot there, and a belch. Peace, bitches.